Hey guys, Captain Foley here with you for another Captain's Log. Today, as promised with the last one was London Comic Con footage. Today we're going to look at what I actually spent at London Comic Con, which is only $6, which is amazing because I usually spend so much more at Comic Con. But when you have your own booth, it's hard to get away. It's hard to go look around the floor, and when you do, you're kind of distracted with other things. So I didn't really get too much. I didn't pick up too much. One of the first things I saw was this beauty, this little G.I. Joe mini comic, right there, and I was big into G.I. Joe as a kid. As a kid, I had way more G.I. Joe than I had Transformers. Now I'd say I'm more of a Transformers fan. I got bins and bins of G.I. Joe toys downstairs that are packed away under the stairs because I just don't have room to display them. However, as I said in my last video, a good friend of mine, Greg McFarlane, has turned me on to a YouTube channel called HCC 788, so Hooded Cobra Commander 788. And he does reviews of classic G.I. Joe toys, which has really rekindled my love for G.I. Joe. So I was walking around a few times and I saw this and thought, you know what? I want to get that, because he always talks about the figures, and then he talks about their appearances in movies or the TV show or the comics. And I never was big into the G.I. Joe comics, but I thought, since I've been watching so much HCC 788, I would give it a look. So now this is the Blockbuster first issue. It says it's one of the mini comics, which I kind of like. They don't take up a lot of room, and they're very cool. I've got a few of these, so this one I needed to get. It was only $1. It's not in the best of shape. It's got a rip at the back there, but I thought I'd pick it up. I haven't read it yet, but I'm excited to, and it's got some great stuff in it for sure. It's even got some Transformers in it. So, yeah, if you guys could check out Hooded Cobra Commander 788, if you're a G.I. Joe fan, you're really going to love his content. He's got some great stuff, and definitely worth checking out. So that's the first thing I picked up, was this little mini comic, which I'm looking forward to reading. So that was $1, like I said, and you know, I didn't try talking them down to 50 cents or anything, because, you know, whatever. It's $1. No big deal. It's a loonie, as they say here in Canada. Now, if you notice too, my Covenant of Primus is now upstairs here in the ready room, adorning this wall, my Transformers corner. And why is that? Because, as I showed you 2 Captain's Logs ago, I am working on reorganizing the basement and the model table specifically. It is now cleared off. This has been moved, obviously, and there is a floating shelf down there now. So now I can actually build models. I can do live model reviews for you guys, model builds for you guys, things like that. There's a few things I need to work on. I got to get my refit, my 1/350 scale refit underway again. It's kind of been in limbo for quite a few years. So that I want to get done, get lit. That should be fun. And I've also got my Foley class model kit. Now, you'll be able to order the Foley class. I got 4 of the model kits here personally right now. I am going to build one, probably a quick, dirty build, just so you can get it together and get a look at it, and then do another one much more detailed with the separation abilities, because you can make the model either way. So that's one of the first things that I wanted to mention. Now, I also have my Mega Bloks Enterprise kit, which is going to take up a lot of room. And even when it's assembled, it's the size of the 350 scale Enterprise that's in my ready room here, so like 32, is it 32 or 36 inches long. Anyway, regardless, it's big. And the Mega Bloks is the exact same scale pretty much. So I can build it downstairs, do a documentation of that build as well, and then I have a shelf down there above my model desk to actually put it up. So that's something I'll probably do very soon, because I have had the kit for a while, got it at a great price, and thought, why not build it for you guys? And it's cool, the nacelles light up and everything, so super cool on that. So there's some cool stuff coming as far as that goes, if you're into the model building aspect of things, and a lot of people have been requesting that I go back to, and that's how this channel started, was me doing model builds and things like that. So if you're interested in that and seeing those, I'll be able to do live model builds for you guys and actually chat with you guys while I'm doing it. Maybe show you some techniques, show you how to do some stuff. Maybe even repair one or two Eagle Moss models that have issues with them, as I've kind of considered doing a series on how to fix your Eagle Moss models, because I know a lot of people get their Eagle Moss models either broken when they arrive, or there are some issues where things are slightly bent, the nacelles don't match up, whatever. And I've talked about using a heat gun or something like that to actually heat up the plastic, give it a little bit of a bend, let it cool, and that kind of thing. So if you guys are interested in an Eagle Moss repair series, let me know. I'll probably start doing those. Also, let me know about the Mega Bloks Enterprise, things like that if you're interested. Should I do live model builds? That could be rather boring, as sometimes it takes a long time to do little things. But if I got you guys in front of me, I'll be able to talk to you guys as well, so that's a bonus. Things like that. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of that, because now that I have access to my model building table again, I'm going to try to keep it clear from now on. I'm not going to clutter it up like I usually do. Usually it's the first place where things get set down there because there's no other room, and it's a big open table. So things get set there and then they get piled, and then there's piles of stuff, and it's a pain. So I think you guys can maybe relate to that. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about that, whether you're interested in that kind of thing, and I will definitely do that. I'll create playlists of model builds or Eagle Moss repairs, things like that. So next up, when I was wandering around on the last day, I saw this, and I'd never seen this before. This is a Star Trek First Contact Captain Picard in Starfleet spacesuit. So that's him in his EV suit. I showed this off in my last Captain's Log. I have opened it. I know I've opened it, my god. This is only $5. Again, I didn't haggle the price because $5 is $5. I didn't think the helmet came off, but it does, so that's very cool. So let's open this up and take a look at it. Before we do that, I'll show you the back there. Comes with a little phaser and a phaser rifle and a stand. And it says, "The Borg are back. The most lethal threat to humanity's existence has returned with a new starship and a new strategy for conquering Earth. The Federation's defenses fail, and the Terran system is about to be conquered. Faced with assimilation by the Borg, Starfleet turns to Captain Jean-Luc Picard and his crew from the USS Enterprise. They stopped a Borg invasion once before, but this time fate is against them. To save Earth, they must boldly go where no man has gone before." So that's pretty deep. If you notice too on the back, the EV suit's actually a different color. It's got yellows and reds, whereas the actual one here is more, it's got browns and blacks, which I kind of prefer, personally. So let's pop it open. It's open. And pull him out. So in there you've got the stand attached to a little plastic baggie on the backing, which is fine. I'm going to leave it like that, I think. And also on the back it's got resistance issue to collect the entire galaxy of Star Trek movie action figures. So it's got a bunch of First Contact figures down here. This is the only one in the EV suit. I wouldn't mind a few of these. I would like a team of the EV suits, but there's only Picard by the looks of it, so that's kind of a shame. But with the helmets on, who knows who it is, right? So I think that's fine. So that's that. So here we've got the little insert, and you just pop Picard out. Bing, and he's actually very cool, very detailed, but we'll look at him in just a second. Next up you got this little card with the Phoenix on it, which I'll take a look at, and there's the little phaser. I hate the fact that they're molded in one color. I think that's kind of cheap, and it's the Cobra head style phaser, which I'm going to keep in the packaging because I don't want to lose it. You also get the little phaser rifle, which is nicely painted and detailed, which I love. Glad it's not molded all in one color. This was obviously meant to be displayed with this in his hand and not the other phaser. The other phaser is just a bonus accessory, so that's cool. And if you open up this little packet here, you got your warranty and register, what is this here actually? Customer reply card, which came with all of these. Playmates Toys Incorporated, how you heard about the product and things like that. We got this little Phoenix thing that we unfold, and it's a little mini poster. got the Phoenix and a Borg there, and then the Playmates Enterprise E, which was released at the time of first contact. But this is before. This is based on an early concept design with different nacelle ends and a few different shapes and things. We've actually done an episode on this particular Enterprise because I have it, and we took some photos of it and did a mission briefing talking about it and the changes that are involved with it, between it and the Enterprise E that came later, that Playmates eventually made a version of, which is more accurate to what was on screen. So that's kind of like a weird anomaly, I would say, as it's very different from the final Enterprise E. And because they were scrambling to get these toys out by the movie release, they used early concept stuff, which, as you guys know, things go through a lot of different changes in the design and development process. So anyway, here is the figure. The figure is fantastic looking. A lot of great detail on there. I do like the colors. I like the browns and blacks. It's got a lot of great detailing on the armband. It's very, very colorful. I mean, it's only got a couple colors, but the buttons are nicely painted. They're different colors, and it just looks really cool. Same with the one on the leg. Just fantastic. And then the helmet. And when I got it out of the package, I thought, oh, I'll try to take the helmet off. And sure enough, there is Picard. And it's a very good likeness of Picard as well, especially for early toys. Playmates did a fantastic job on this one. And very well done. Very well done. So the helmet itself doesn't have anything special on the inside, but the helmet detailing and the design of this helmet is actually pretty fantastically cool. I do love it. And when it's on his head, it's a pretty kick-ass looking figure. So this was one I was happy to add to my collection. Overall, I'm not a huge fan of the Playmate action figures. I mean, the likenesses are very good. Playmate did an awesome job of doing these back in the day, but they look a little bit too toy-like for me. I prefer something a little more accurate. This is really well done though. So when I saw this, I'm like, I have to get this. This is just cool. So there we have a Picard in his EV suit. And I apologize, my laptop's over here. It's making noises. So there is that. And I guess that's going to call this end to a captain's log. Kind of a quick Playmates action figure review, which I didn't expect to do. I just wanted to show you guys what I got. So, like I said, if you're a huge G.I. Joe fan, or even a mild G.I. Joe fan, or you used to be a fan when you were a kid, check out HCC788 on YouTube. Tell them in the comments that Trekyards sent you. I've really enjoyed his videos. I really got sucked into them. My friend Greg recommended them a few times, and I kind of brushed it off, thinking, yeah, whatever. But as you watch them, you really get an appreciation for, like, hey, I had that. Where is that? Where is that in my collection? Do I still have it? Is it broken? And it's really cool because he does all the vehicles, he does all the action figures, and he does them in a fun, creative way. Some are really well done. There was skits and things, so they're really fun to check out. And it really, like I said, it really rekindled my love for all things G.I. Joe. So if you guys are interested, go check him out, please, and tell him that Captain Foley from Trekyards sent you. I'd be greatly appreciated. I would love it. And then, of course, this. I'm going to give this a read soon, and I don't want to do reviews on any of this stuff, but, I mean, the comics are apparently very well written. So I'm really looking forward to reading this. And they're written by Larry Hama, who used to be in the military. He created a lot of the character traits for these characters. The comics are very different than the comic or the cartoon series. So if you're interested in G.I. Joe at all, I would recommend getting these older comics and checking out Hood and Cobra Commander, because he does talk about the figures or the characters' use in the comics as opposed to the TV show. Very interesting, very well done. So I know this is not a Star Trek related topic, so I apologize for that. And the other thing is the Playmates Picard. I mean, very cool. I would love to get a few of these and have like maybe 3 or 4 of them set up in like a formation. Maybe get different rifles for each one or whatever. But very cool. A great addition to the collection, and one that's subtle. It's not in your face, you know, Playmates. It's just very cool looking. So there we go. Now, I don't think there's anything specific I want to talk about besides those things. I think everything is caught up and up to date as far as that goes. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and again, look forward to your comments down below as to what you think I should do, whether I should do the Eagle Moss repair videos, or if I should or do the model build videos, whether I should do them live or should I just do a compilation video, and also about the Mega Bloks Enterprise, which is a very cool kit for sure, and I'm looking forward to putting that together. And now I have the room and I can actually do it on camera kind of thing, and it should be fun. I know it takes quite a few hours to build, so it'd be probably more than one video kind of thing. So anyway, that's where we stand with that. So thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. As always, be sure to check out my Eagle Moss review later today at 12 o'clock. And check out all the other content we do as well. And please, put your comments down below. What you guys think of the channel, what you guys think of the videos. It's very much appreciated. I do read all of them from the Captain's Logs, as well as the Eagle Moss reviews. You guys seem to be really enjoying those, so I'm very happy about that. And anyways, I will talk to you later. So until next time, guys, I'm Captain Foley. Don't forget to subscribe to the channels, this one and the Captain Foley personal channel, and watch other videos from us as well. See you soon, guys.